What's up, everybody, and thank you for joining us for one of the most anticipated moments in automotive history, the reveal of the Dodge Demon. My name is Chris Jacobs, and I am so stoked that you are joining us for this special evening. We got a ton of great guests and eye-popping moments, and you made the right decision to log on and join us, because in addition to the 500-plus guests that are here live, you are participating in a worldwide event. We've got viewing parties all over the globe, including the US, Canada, Australia, the Middle East, even the Brampton plant where the Demon is assembled. And get this, we're gonna be going up on the Jumbotron in Times Square right here in New York City. Now, speaking of which, let's check in with some of those viewing parties, starting down in Texas at the Hemi Hideaway in Houston. And let's say hi to Rob and the crew. You guys having a good time? Yeah, they are. How can they not be? You know they know how to party down in Texas. I got to make it down there to the Hemi Hideaway. And let's kick it over to the Midwest, to Detroit, and check in at Woodward Avenue, to the historic location of the Woodward Dream Cruise. And we got David and the guys in Detroit. Are you guys ready to have fun tonight? They are standing by in Detroit anticipating, and I think we're gonna see them in just a moment up on the screen, but you know they're having a good time. Maybe Houston kicked out their feed. They're having such a good time down there. Detroit, can you hear me? Are you there? Well, how about a round of applause in the building for Detroit? We'll just have to make do with that for right now. But this is a great, great evening. And again, if you're a Hemi guy, and if you're a Dodge guy, and if you're a Mopar guy, like I am, you're about to have a fantastic evening. There's Detroit right there. What's up, Detroit? Come on. Get your hands up, Detroit. There we go. Better late than never, right? All right, we got the luminaries rolling in too, and I actually have a special guest standing by. Leah Pritchard, how you doing?
I'm doing just fine, thank you. How are you, Chris?
Top fuel dragster pilot, and you were also lucky enough to be part of the test team for the new Demon. What was that experience like?
It was very, very difficult to not tell anybody. Oh my gosh, for the last 8 months, I had the opportunity to test with an entire team of Dodge engineers and really get this car, help it get to where, you know, everything that Tim is going to reveal about it today has been incredible. It is fast, it is quick. I drive, yes, 330 miles an hour on a weekend basis, but this car is the epitome of power, and I couldn't be more proud to be one of the ones that got to wheel it for the last couple months.
Now, I know it blows your hair back even with a helmet on. Can you give us any specs? Quarter mile time, horsepower, foot-pounds of torque, anything?
I can't. I know everything's been beefed up. It's sturdy. It's stout. I mean, the drivetrain and the motor and everything that we've got right now is something that I put my word and my name behind, just like Dodge does. So no, I can't. That's what Tim is going to be doing tonight, and I can't wait to see what we have in store.
All right, KG, I like it. Leah, thank you so much for joining us here. Enjoy this evening. Great job she's got, right? Nice gig if you can get it. And they just keep on rolling in. I've got another heavy hitter here, the namesake of the Barrett-Jackson Collector Car Auction, Craig Jackson. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, it's been a great week so far, hasn't it?
Saw you just a couple days ago down in Palm Beach for the auction. Now here in New York, we know where the best car events are.
Absolutely. I'm excited about this. I collect Hemi cars, and I just love this stuff.
Now, we've seen a lot of low serial number models, new models, go across the auction block at Barrett-Jackson. What do you think serial number 1 Demon might go for if it crossed the block?
Hard to say, but based on what the Hellcat did at $825,000, it'll be a lot.
Oh my gosh, well, can't wait to see what the guys have in store for us tonight. Craig, great to see you. I'll see you in June in the Northeast.
That's right.
Right on. Well, it all started back in 1915. Horace and John Dodge founding the Dodge Company, and their first model was the Model 30 with a whopping 35 horsepower. I think things might have changed since then with the invent and the spirit of the Demon. Continue, guys, hey, guys, Horace, John, Horace, guys, yo, guys, you're on camera right now. You're worldwide.
What is that device?
That's a camera.
It's magnificent.
It is modern times, and we're glad that you traveled over 100 years into the future to join us here tonight. Horace, any words?
No.
Hey, one word is good enough. All right, the guys got their priorities straight, and it looks like, do I see? From Pennzoil, might be on the pad. What's happening, everybody in the house? We got some heavy fans in the house. We got some Dodge fans in this house right here. Let me hear you live. Come on, everybody. I want you to please put your hands together and join me in welcoming Vice President Marketing North America for Shell Lubricants here on behalf of Pennzoil, Patty Lanning. Wonderful to see you.
Thanks, how are you?
Good, thanks for joining us tonight.
Good, well, you know, the Dodge Pennzoil partnership has been a long-standing relationship around performance. And I'm thrilled to be here for tonight's event. Wow, what a spectacular crowd we have tonight.
Yeah,
what a wonderful
can we hear the crowd? Come on, people, get some energy going.
And Dodge has been teasing us for way too long, so we're really excited about tonight.
All right, so Patty, what brings you all the way up from Houston to join us here tonight?
Well, as many of you might remember, we started out, before the Demon jumped into the spotlight, we started out with this bright yellow Hellcat. And it made quite a stir in the marketplace.
Yes, quite a few.
Raced a lot of hearts, turned a lot of heads, and for us it was the very first car that we used in our series, the Pennzoil Film Series, Airlift Drift. So it's something we're extremely excited about. And the first time we want to share tonight is the next evolution of that film series. So this great Viper has been a fantastic vehicle for us.
Nice, so we came for a car launch, and we actually have a movie premiere thrown into the mix. That's pretty cool.
Right, that's right.
And you know, you're right, who could forget the Hellcat? I loved Airlift Drift, and it was totally unexpected from the brand. So what vehicle can we expect to see, and this might be a little bit of a hint, in the new one for us tonight?
Yeah. No, tonight we're premiering the last Viper. Is everybody excited about that?
Viper fans. And you know what? That's a very fitting tribute because, as you may know, in 2017, we are going to be saying a final farewell to the production of the Viper. So what inspired your choice to go with the Viper?
There were really three things that helped us choose the Viper. One, 25 years of iconic performance, American-built supercar. Secondly, 14 road course records. Nice. That's really hard to beat.
Yeah.
And then lastly, Pennzoil Synthetics is the venom in this Viper.
Aha, I like that. Very cool. Right on.
So, but first, before we see the video, I want to say thank you to everyone for coming tonight. I also want to say a big thank you to Dodge for allowing us to be a part of this spectacular event. It's a very special occasion for all of us. Wanted to let the media know that you are going to be getting a link to the video that we'll be showing tonight. You'll also get an email with that link. And all of you car enthusiasts that are out there, be prepared. Tomorrow, you'll be able to watch this video 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, as many times as you'd like, through our various social media platforms for Pennzoil. So let's take a look at the video.
A round of applause for that video. Patty, all I have to say is wow. And you're talking about being able to see that as many times as we want tomorrow.
That's right.
I'd kind of like to see it again right now. Is that possible? Can we see that one more time? I want to see a little more of the V8 eater. Run that one more time, please. Applause for that Viper video. That's awesome stuff, Patty. All right, that is a very cool way and such a cool, whoa, look at that. Out of the video screen and onto our stage. Uh-oh. Something's growling in that crate right there. I think we better move things along. All right, that was a great way to pay homage to the past while we move into the future. And Patty, thank you very much. Round of applause for Patty, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to invite three special people to join us right here on the pad. Please join me in welcoming Chief Marketing Officer of FCA Global, Olivier Francois, and President of Atlantic Records, Kevin Weaver, and a man who needs no introduction, Wiz Khalifa. Guys, please come on out.
How's everybody doing? On behalf of Atlantic Records, I want to thank Olivier and Tim and all of our great friends at Dodge for being incredible partners to us on the Fast and Furious music videos over the last handful of years. We have collectively made 9 music videos for the Fast and Furious films over the last 2 movies alone, which remarkably have received 3 billion views on YouTube around the world. The video that we made together for See You Again with Wiz has 2.6 billion views on YouTube, and is currently the second most watched video ever, and is quickly on its way to becoming the most viewed video in history, which is quite a phenomenal thing when you think about it. So congratulations, Wiz. You know, Wiz and I are here today with a lot of pleasure to be able to present Olivier and the Dodge brand with this incredibly special plaque. I mean, look at the size of that thing. It's to commemorate 6 million singles sold around the world and 8 billion streams of See You Again from Fast and Furious 7, the Paul Walker tribute song, as many of you know it. This song has become the most consumed digital single in history, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, with 21 million single equivalents worldwide. So thank you guys. Thank you, Olivier.
Congratulations.
Pleasure to be here.
So thank you, Kevin, and thank you, Wiz. This is an amazing, amazing gift. Thank you so much. And I heard that you guys came with another surprise tonight, and that one is for you guys. I mean, tonight, after the reveal, there will be music. There will be a DJ. And this DJ, your DJ, will be Mr. Wiz Khalifa in person. Thank you, Wiz. This is really exceptional, very, very generous. Thank you. Well, I don't know what the other OEMs at Javits Center are giving you, sodas and snacks, but one thing is sure, they can't touch our DJ. Woo! So, you know, Kevin, I love the partnership with your label, and not just only because you brought us an award. No, it's because you bring to our brands, and you bring to the Dodge brand, something that a car guy like me can't create alone. That's relevance. You bring a unique connection between our cars and the public. And in turn, what do we give to your artists, to your songs, to your videos? Well, we give you what we do best, horsepower. I mean, we boost your reach, we boost your popularity. And tonight there is an artist that I want to provide with even more horsepower. I want to give him the 707 horsepower of a Charger Hellcat. So you see this red key, dear Wiz. On behalf of the Dodge brand, it is now yours. It is a key of your brand new Charger Hellcat.
Woo! All right. Very cool.
So you now officially belong to the Brotherhood of Muscle. Yeah. So thank you, Kevin. Thanks you, Wiz. Yeah. I have no other keys. I mean, I have my hotel keys, but I don't think...
Come on, you know. Wiz and I are going to share the car, actually. You know?
So please grab a seat. We'll definitely see you again.
Very good.
After the reveal.
Great. Thank you, Olivier.
See you later.
Thank you, everyone.
One more ride, one more race. We go all out, we don't play. One more ride, one more way. We don't slow down, ain't no breaks.
We put the good in the good in the good life.
The good life.
We put the good in the good in the good
I
life.
said the good
we
life.
Put the bad in the past, now we alright.
We alright. Now mommy just watch, learn, and listen. I got her feeling so good, she stays switching. But before I banned it, she spoke Spanish. She said, papi, rico, te necesito.
I might stay tonight, but not for long. And I might say goodbye, but right now, yeah, baby, right now, I need you.
Hey, mama, hey, mama, hey, mama, hey, mama. This is the only way we know to go. Squad up, never roll alone. And we gon' ride on forever. We ride out together. I cannot believe my eyes. Bitch, me in my dream and oh my. Did you fall from the skies? How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
So what you just saw is a little sample of what we did with Atlantic for the last 2 Fast and Furious movies. Because music, movies and artists have a very special place in the Dodge marketing toolbox. As I said before, we leverage music to build relevance, and we leverage movies to build awareness. So for Dodge, the toolbox started with Fast 5, then 6, then 7, and now 8, which I'm told is the most anticipated movie of all time. Good for our friend at Universal, and good for Dodge, because our cars are now like characters in the movie. By the way, for those of you who were able to see the movies this afternoon, did you guys sense how organic this partnership has become? I mean, these cars are now an extension of Vin Diesel. Sorry, I should say Dom Toretto. By the way, I love the idea that the 100 million people who saw the trailer assumed that the Dodge Demon was a prop. Well, no, it was not a prop. It actually was straight off the production line. And who is going to reveal it to the world? Tim Kuniskis, obviously, and Dom Toretto in Fate of the Furious. I don't know a brand, a single brand, that is more seamlessly integrated into pop culture. And this is important because I want you to sense more than sheet metal, more than engines, more than transmissions. I want you to sense a family. That's the way the Dodge brothers would want it. And that's the way tonight's event is called the Brotherhood of Muscle. Well, personally, I wish I could relate to the muscle portion like my friend Vin Diesel. But let's face it, I can't. But I can definitely relate to the brotherhood portion. You know, at FCA, this is what fuels all of us. And my partnership with Tim Kuniskis over the years is a true expression of brotherhood. We grew together, we fought together, and tonight is together that we proudly deliver this event. So I'm thrilled to leave the floor to my colleague, partner, and brother. Buckle up and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome head of NAFTA Passenger Car Brands, Dodge, SRT, Chrysler, and FIAT, Tim Kuniskis.
Thank you. The energy in this room is unbelievable. So first, thank you for coming tonight, for making the trek to witness something that we couldn't pull off at an auto show. And even if we could have, what you're about to see here tonight is something that belongs off campus. Because this is a project that was born in the shadows of FCA. A project where the only reverse engineering was finding a way to move the business case forward. It's one of those projects where the only thing you could count on was the bean counters killing it. And the typical car company lawyer, well, they would have redlined this thing out of existence. And that's fine, because at Dodge, making the suits nervous is how we know we're on the right track. Because when we do it right, when we're true to our core, we deliver products that would have never gotten off the ground at a typical car company. This is one of those projects. And so to protect it, we hid it. Think of it as a modern-day version of the Ram Chargers, where a handful of core engineers and designers worked in secrecy. They're the same designers and engineers entrusted to resurrect legendary packages like Scat Pack, Daytona, and TA. They're also the geniuses who delivered a screaming litter of 707 horsepower Hellcats. They know that these modern legends are destined for the most passionate performance fan base on earth. We have an online army, and we want to give a shout out to the bloggers and clubs live streaming this event tonight. They're our most passionate fans, but they also push us to keep pushing ourselves like brothers that in the end make our family stronger. So we owed it to them to not sit back, taking our own headlines, waiting for someone to take us down. No, we owed it to everyone who drives a Dodge to have yet another example of something that represents the attitude, the performance, the passion, and everything they love about their brand. Because there is no Dodge without them. Look, the ultimate goal for any brand is to stretch the perception, to add something intangible, to give people what they expect while surprising them with the way you do it. That might be the one thing that we have in common with the other OEMs. But the similarities stop there. When everyone is talking about the future of our industry and how someday consumers will be strapped in to some emotionless, soulless, autonomous appliances, we've got our sleeves rolled up, holding on tight to a belief that there's still a place in the world, on the streets, and in the hearts for a brand built for those who will not go quietly into that new reality. The harder car companies work to take the driver out of the equation, the harder we work to put them back in. And that's why it takes a brand like Dodge to bring a car like this to market. I know, because if there's one thing I'm proud of, it's that we've made the playing field less level by taking things to the next level. To quote Spinal Tap, Dodge is a brand that goes to 11. But for us, when we got to 11 with the Hellcats, we wanted to go even further. After all, Dodge is a brand that wants to impress the NHRA more than the PTA. And yes, some people are going to think we went too far, and there will be people that ask, why did you build a Demon? Well, the answer is really easy. Because the quest to build a vehicle that goes faster than the last one has fueled every gearhead for over a century. They say the first drag race occurred, the second car was built. And the Dodge brothers founded this brand on that competitive spirit. And only when you accept who you are can you achieve your greatest potential. Let's face it, the Challenger is a car that was born to drag race. So we owed it to Challenger to evolve it to its purest form, because inside every Challenger is a demon waiting to get out. It just took some brilliant engineering to unleash it. The result? A car unlike anything we've ever done. Now, I know I've put you through hell for 12 weeks, dropping teaser videos loaded with riddles. I started the presentation tonight with the first teaser and the quote that resurrected the Demon back in January. There's a very important word in that quote: reputation. This car, for the people who race it, who build and develop their reputations with its performance, will share that sense of pride across more than a track. They'll cast that halo straight into the marketplace, because Demon is another halo that will transcend more than a core group of enthusiasts. It takes the Dodge brand and leaves its mark like a blood-red tattoo in the history books. But it also permeates the subconscious of the general market. At the end of the day, you will know its name, whether you know it or not. And if you've been hitting up our new website, ifyouknowyouKnow.com, then you know we've been laying down the gauntlet, and the world has noticed. From scurrying mice to high-octane fuel to numbers on a license plate, our first ever pre-debut video teaser campaign was loaded with riddles. There are clues everywhere, and everyone's trying to figure them out. Adults have done more math in the last 12 weeks than they did in 4 years of high school. Tonight, I'm going to set the record straight. Tell you to put the pencils down and give you the truth. The truth is, we could have taken the typical approach, talked for a while, pulled off a car cover, and walked you through the details. But Demon is anything but typical. And there are 5 new things that I'm going to share with you tonight that are the stuff of legend. Because Demon isn't an incremental change to an existing vehicle. And it's true that we've got a rich history of special packages. This isn't one of them. It would have been easy to take a Hellcat and make it a bit faster. But that only moves us faster down the same track. The goal for the Challenger Demon is to elevate itself from an enthusiast play into the general market conversation, which is precisely why everyone's been asking, what's left to share in New York? Because if we had taken the typical approach, once I gave you the big 5 here tonight, all the engineering details that made it possible would have taken a back seat. And for a car that comes without a back seat, that's indefensible. So to ensure that didn't happen, we started telling the engineering story 12 weeks ago, like this. The first video, Caged, sent a ferocious digital Hellcat back onto the boulevard. Refusing to be locked up, the beast breaks out of its cage. It's the beginning of the next chapter in the Dodge brand's performance legacy. So we made it clear that the Demon raises the bar in this hotly contested segment. In the next video, we gave you the first hint as to how serious we are about making Demon the most extreme version of a Challenger ever. It gets its chops from the chops we took out of it. We cut over 200 pounds, including pulling out the passenger seat and the rear seat. But if you were really paying attention, we also told you that Demon is a street strip muscle car. So for those of you that would rather figure out how to cut a faster light than leave your friends behind, don't worry. You can set Demon up however you want. You want the most badass everyday driver? No problem. We've created a side item menu for easy upfitting. You want the front seat? It's $1. You want the back seat? That's $1. You want the Harman Kardon audio? We'll sell you that too. You can make your Demon as crazy or as comfortable as you want. After the weight reduction, we turned our attention to a muscle car's arch enemy, traction. When you're pushing over 700 horsepower, you're going to need to pull out all the stops. So we did. The SRT Demon will be factory equipped with 18 by 11 inch lightweight wheels and massive 315 millimeter nittos. Street legal cheater slicks have never before been available on a production car. But again, there's never been a production car like this. These tires were developed specifically for the SRT Demon. They're built with a new compound and a unique construction process. When this rubber grabs glue on the launch pad, it's pure car porn. But as amazing as these tires are, alone, they weren't going to be able to handle the torque loads that it takes to put a 4,200-pound car into the record books. Demon needed an arsenal of mechanical ammo to back it up. We needed the mechanical equivalent of the ACR Extreme Aero package. But knowing what we needed was the easy part. Accomplishing it in a street legal car was a whole other thing. So to figure it out, we went back to school, to a highly sophisticated version of an old school solution. Remember Newton's third law? For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. It's a pretty simple trick. Loosen the front suspension to bring up the front suspension as quickly and violently as possible. That creates the opposite reaction in the rear end, essentially shifting all the weight from the front of the car to the rear, letting those massive nittos do their job. Stick, wrinkle, and try to rotate the earth. But remember, this is a street legal muscle car. So it can electronically alter its tuning within milliseconds, switching back to a sport mode to keep you off the wall if the driver gets out of the throttle for any reason. Now, with all this weight transfer and traction, the Demon could now launch harder than a traditional hydraulic brake system can handle, especially with front runners. So once again, we look to purpose-built drag cars for solutions. The most effective ones are not new inventions. Racers have been using two-step torque reserve boxes and trans brakes for years, but no one has ever put them in a production car. The ability to cut fuel to individual cylinders, pull timing, and pre-fill the supercharger, and lock the input and output shaft of the transmission all at the same time allows Demon to stage with 8 pounds of boost and reach full first gear boost pressures within 6 feet of the starting line. So if this isn't new, why hasn't anybody done it before? Because no one but Dodge had the guts to do it. The Demon was built to be the industry's first and only purpose-built, street-legal production drag car. Now, it was about this time in the pre-launch that people started realizing that Demon was way more than a tuned-up Hellcat with big radials. This thing had serious engineering backing it up. This was a vehicle that wasn't going to be backing up from anyone. Now, with those harder launches and more traction than we've ever had, we could turn the crank on the power and torque, pushing it right to the edge of what our newfound traction could handle. How? Step 1, multiply the Hemi's legendary torque with a new higher stall speed torque converter and upgraded 309 rear end gearing. Step 2, give the Demon the best possible air. The more air, the cooler and denser that air is, the more power the Demon will develop. So we gave it the largest functional cold air intake system ever used on a production car, and the first ever factory production intake chiller system. When in drag mode, this system diverts the Demon's air conditioning system to supercool the liquid to air charge air coolers. This drops the intake air temps by over 45 degrees. Picture it this way. The car in the other lane is choking on hot, humid Florida air, while your Demon thinks it's running in Alaska. And finally, step 3. After watching all the aftermarket tuners over-revving, over-boosting, and overstating the usable horsepower, the team couldn't resist upgrading the beast that got us this far. With a larger 2.7-liter supercharger producing 14.5 pounds of boost, Demon-specific crankshaft, connecting rods and pistons, dual fuel pumps and higher flow fuel injectors, new billet steel camshaft with upgraded valve train, and a new direct connection engine controller that allows you to switch from pump gas tune to race fuel tune on demand. I can't stress enough, Demon isn't just the industry's first and only purpose-built street-legal production drag car. It's also the world's first drag car that you'll actually want to drive on the street. And there's no need to be worried about how to insure Demon for street use. We've teamed up with the world's premier specialty car insurer. Hagerty Insurance is the official insurance provider for the Demon. Look, we know we have an obligation to not only give you power that's unparalleled, we need to give you the tools to actually use it. The ability to put our performance to pavement is what it means to be domestic and not domesticated. When a cat knows what to do with its claws, you don't need to remove them from its paws, and the Demon is no different. Even with a rear seat delete, even without a passenger seat, we need to make sure that the pilot behind the wheel has what it takes to take this vehicle to the limits. because we like to keep our YouTube channel full of record runs and not riders getting kicked off their ponies. That's why every Challenger SRT Demon comes with a leather-bound track tech manual that covers all the details on how to set up your Demon for track use. Because this is a car that earned a flight manual. After all, this is a project that would have never flown at a typical OEM. No, the designers who dared, the engineers who pushed, the management that approved, did so with a corporate courage that would have been caged at any other car company. But at Dodge, we don't keep our courage in a cage. No, we've got a higher octane coursing through our veins. We've got a stronger brotherhood backing us up. We've got a duty to unleash Demon, to break out, to go all out, to literally leave our mark on the streets and strips of America. This isn't just a Dodge. This isn't just a Challenger. No, this is the most technologically advanced, street-legal production drag car ever.
Innovation reboot. Cage initialize. Security protocols engaged. Glass doors open.
Dodge. Now that's how Dodge makes an entrance. This is the new Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. And you're probably thinking, that's it, the show's over, let's get some shrimp and a couple Coronas. Well, the truth is, we haven't shared the real meat of this story yet. The real story of the Demon is not the amazing wide body stance, the tires, or the intake. No, it's the incredible technology beneath the skin, the tech that enables this beast to do what it does better than any production vehicle on Earth. Absolutely dominate on street and strip. Now that's a pretty bold statement, and one the Dodge brothers wouldn't want us to make. unless we could back it up. So let me take you back to what you just saw and take you and the Dodge brothers along for another run. Start by strapping yourself into the Demon's 4-point harness. Use the red key, push the start button to bring the most powerful production V8 in history to life. Activate drag mode, and instantly your suspension recalibrates for maximum lift while diverting the AC to super cool your intake air charge. Then roll into the water box, activate line lock, spinning the massive drag radials with precision control. The nittos are over 200 degrees now and nearly dripping as you creep forward to the starting line. You hear them gripping and pulling at the track. That's it, you're pre-staged now and only 7 inches away from the countdown. Torque reserve, check. Trans brake, check. The supercharger bypass valve closes and 8 pounds of boost is now building in the manifold, waiting for you to release the trans brake. The yellows go out and you're gone. 1.8 Gs and you've cleared the tower. The launch is so violent that over a ton of mass is transferred to the rear of the car, lifting the front wheels off the ground and carrying them for 3 feet. 1 second into the hit and you're already doing 30 miles per hour. You're pinned to the back of your seat, holding 1.3 Gs. Bang, second gear, third gear. You just passed 60 miles an hour and it's only 2.3 seconds in. The Demon's starting to settle in now, 5.1 seconds, and you're passing 100 miles an hour. At this point, something incredible happens. You hit the vanishing point, that wormhole where everything that exists in the world evaporates, and the everyday stuff, the meetings, the phones, the deadlines, the taxes, all that stuff just disappears. It's like the front wheels left the earth in an attempt to shake that stuff off your shoulders and leave it all at the starting line. And it worked. It's just you and the Demon and one simple effing goal. Go down that quarter mile faster than anyone else can. And when you hit 140 miles an hour and cross that line, you know what you did, and the scoreboard shares your feat with the nearby world. 9.65 seconds. What you did there was make history behind the wheel of the fastest production car in the world. Don't take my word for it. That 9.65 second run was not only certified by the NHRA, it got you a certified letter from them banning it from competition because it's too damn fast. But that doesn't matter to you. What matters to you is that you have what it takes to make history, to own the moment between the Christmas tree and the last stripe, in a car that carries both the weight of Dodge's reputation and yours. A car that's destined to leave its mark beyond the burnout box. Because in the world of the autonomous and anonymous, it only takes 9.65 seconds to remind you of what it means to mean something, to remind you of the freedom that 840 horsepower can deliver. For those in the know, it takes a Demon to deliver heaven on earth. It takes a car like this to deliver the records, the headlines, and the truth.
We use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as the backbone of a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. We have neither the time nor the inclination to explain ourselves to a man who rises and sleeps under the very blanket of the freedom that we provide and then questions the manner in which we provide it. We would rather you just said thank you and went on your way. You don't want the truth, because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want us on that road. You need us on that road. You don't want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Hello, everyone. Wow, look at this reception. Look at this reception. This is an exciting day. we are finally unveiling the Demon. As you know, I have been related to the Dodge for some time now. The first Fast and Furious movie, the most important car was the '70 Charger. If you can remember that scene, that classic scene at the end, that car that my father had given to me in the movie. From that moment on in 2000, I realized I was part of a brotherhood. Not just the brotherhood between Paul Walker and I, but the brotherhood of muscle that started with the Dodge brothers 100 years ago. Fast and Furious has taken me around the globe, as you know. I've spent a lot of time in cars that live a quarter mile at a time. Of course, this is pretty impressive. 9.65 for a quarter mile is insane. A production car that the NHRA banned from the track because it's too fast. This 840 horsepower monster that you're looking at, that we're unveiling today, that we're unveiling together, is featured obviously in the new Fast and Furious, Fate of the Furious, the 8th chapter in our franchise. Cars like Demon are why I'm proud to be the new ambassador of Dodge. Proud to be a part of the Brotherhood of Muscle and to represent in campaigns like this, as you will see.
Bring us your loud. You're fearless. You're unhinged. Everyone in the world deems too wild and restless. Go ahead. Bring him to us. And get out of our way. Welcome to the Brotherhood of Muscle.
Guys, this is so exciting.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
We love Dodge. We love
Round of applause for Vin Diesel, please. All right, Houston, Detroit, and all of the viewing parties globally, thank you so much for joining us here tonight for this historic event. We're going to say goodbye to you now and leave you with the world premiere of the Atlantic Records Gang Up video featuring, of course, the new Demon. Let's hear it. Come on.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm with the gang, and we bout to go up. Switching lanes, it's a thing every time we show up. You a lame, and you so below us. Bet your hoe she know us, cause you know we glowed up. We stayed down, and came up, we stayed down, and came up, the gang up. I'm a villain that's winning, with precision I'm killing, represent the religion, ended up independent, took my car to the clinic, let them check all the vitals, middle finger to rival, Michael Jackson my idol, still ducking the potholes, talk to the plug every day except Cinco de Mayo, I still got me a Carlo, still got Monte Carlo, your car running so bad it's think up the Apollo, call my Rollie a Rollo, call my AP a Al, I ain't talking seat belts when I say that I'm strapped, I'm in love with my side hoe, I sneaking through the side door, I'ma show you what we ride for, I'ma show you what we die for. Gang, and we bout to go up. Switching lanes, it's a thing every time we show up. stains on us. And all we gotta do is stay down and come up while they flexing. Yeah, I got an Indian, she Western. Yeah, I just had sex with one of your best friends. Then that Fast and Furious started nesting. Yeah, I'm about to go take over, yeah. Did you stand? Is you rolling like a stroller? Yes, you ready to take over like the 1980 Coke? Yes, he know that Instagram shit, or you gon' post that?
I'm with the gang, 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 and we bout to go up. Switching lanes, it's a thing every time we show up. You a lame, 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 and you so below us. Let your hoe, she know us, cause you know we go
exactly what we better do.
With my gang, we always ready to ride, cause for the squad we'll do anything. Stay down, we'll never change, we always gon' stay the same. Put you in check when you out of place. I try to tell them not to mess with my gang, gang, gang. We do what we gotta do and don't complain, plain, plain. I'm on the road, I'm probably fresh up off the plane, plane, plane. Know you worried about me, I do my thing, thing, thing. I got the word on my back, I put your girl on her back. I did it all on my own, now there ain't no turning back. And my whole squad got my back. And shorty so bad, I asked her if she repped the gang, she said facts. Gang, gang, gang.